What Jalea said,
No,
I didn't need, okay,
Wait a
we'll
second.
get one ahead of time. And
Exactly.
happy birthday to Pepper tonight.
Exactly, and we're excited to have the Ignite with us. We know a lot of you are as well. Well, it is nothing like volleyball weather right now outdoors. Well, maybe it is. We had
guess you
volleyball
go
in the
inside,
wintertime,
yeah.
but it's inside, so that's good news. You probably wonder what it's going to look like when you hit the road. Just to give you an idea of the school's perspectives, over 100 delays right now.
Now 135.
Oh, gee,
Yeah.
okay.
They keep coming in. At some point, there'll be a cutoff.
Yeah.
You know, they have to make a call at some point. But we picked up a good couple inches across much of central Indiana, and there was that icy layer underneath, too.
Oh, that's
I think
dangerous.
that's still causing some problems. A lot of times as you're hitting the interstates, though, and some big city roads, you're going to notice just a lot of wet pavement. However, as temperatures are holding in the 20s, there could still be some patchy refreezing, especially on the sides. We do have black ice reports coming in from NDOT. You're looking at live Doppler 13. The steady snow is now done. What you have is what you have. There are a couple flurries out there this morning. You may see them in your headlight beam as you're headed out the door. This map shows you two things. Shows you how much snowfall we picked up and all the school delays and closings that are coming in. These are just the public schools, but we have 135 different disruptions out there across central Indiana. Generally about an inch or so on the north side of Indy, and then a sharp cutoff. We didn't get much. Muncie, in Randolph County, around Grant County, Howard County, north into Peru, and Logansport as well. You had to be around Indianapolis and south and west. Indianapolis, we're about 2 inches, and then once you get south of the city, 2 to 3, and then even 4+ farther to the south. What you need to know this morning is that we're kind of on the lower side of some of these snowfall totals. The system trended a little bit farther to our south, but you see it wrapping up. It's getting on out of here. Now we've got to watch our next system. And I tell you what, here in just about a minute, meteorologist Sean Ash is here. He's going to be talking more about the cold that this next front comes in. This front comes in tomorrow. It's going to give us some dry, dusty, cold snow, and then we're talking about some Arctic air. But right now we're sitting in the 20s. It's going to feel warm this morning compared to where we're about to go with the second cold front that's on the way. You'll have some flurries this morning, but I do think we'll get to the mid-30s this afternoon. This will help a lot of the roads start to melt a little bit. But let's get to your Saturday. Scattered snow starts late in the morning. And then I think the steadiest snow will be during the afternoon. That's likely where we'll get the most of those accumulations. We could see up to 6 inches in spots, but I think generally a good 2 to 5 across much of central Indiana. The heaviest from 2 to 8 o'clock. We do think the roads will turn pretty slick and snowy throughout the afternoon and evening. This is kind of how that plays out. Future Track 13 showing you those steady snow bands coming in. It'll be a very dry and dusty snow. Temperatures are cold so that the treatment won't work as well as it did this past time. But how much snow could we possibly expect? Well, there's a good shot of a few inches across the state, and maybe right here in the heart of central Indiana, 3 to 6 inches. What's crazy though, this snowfall, Sean, could impact how cold we get moving forward.
Yeah, and I was just looking, the last time we had a wind chill of 20 below in Indianapolis was about 3 years ago. So this is the wind chills come Sunday morning, and why this snow's not going anywhere and why the road crews are going to have a massive time trying to get this clear. These are daytime highs, possibly in the single digits. The last time we had a single digit high in Indianapolis this early in the season was back in 1977. All right, let's show you the 7-day forecast. We'll get a little break here, Matt. We've got some 40s, which will feel like a heat wave. It comes with some rain there next Thursday.
That's the first time we've seen just a rainy forecast, I feel like, in a while, Sean. But we're talking about that big time cold. We're also talking about traffic this morning. I do want to let you know as you're headed out the door, the roads really range depending on where you are. Here's a look at the interstate, for example, in Wayne County, where we didn't get as much, but we do have some delays now in Wayne County. They're in Centerville, and you head west on I-70 to Eastern Hancock. Then we have a closing. Eastern Hancock was able to get their basketball game in last night because they were wondering about closings for today. You're looking along 65 there in Columbus, State Road 46. The interstate's wet, but there are some ice patches, so watch out for those. And there could be some snow patches on the entrance and exit ramps. The more rural a road goes, the more snowy it is. We're back in 2.